Hello everyone and welcome back to League One predictions. This is the second video of me doing this. This is against Bradford City, round 2 of League One. And both teams got a win. So this is going to be an interesting one. I think this video is going to be really interesting for a few of you people that have been tuned in here. I'm really appreciative of all the kind messages in terms of the channel, all the support, all the subscribers. We've gone from like 14 subscribers to 35 in the space of like a day and a bit, which is mental. So please carry on doing that. Please smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. But let's get into it. So I'm going to be basically covering both teams today, and then we'll finish with a prediction as well. So Sheffield Wednesday, this is the way they lined up. It's not the way they lined up, but FOTMob's saying it is. Apparently we lined up in a 3-4-2-1. We didn't. We lined up in a 4-2-3-1. The way it worked was Sils-Finkles at the back with Gabby Ottugbayo, Palmer right back, Max Lowe left back, Bannon and Onyango in the double pivot, Leongola on the right, Slattery in the middle, Harry Gray on the left, Jamal Lowe up top. Or it might be Harry Gray on the right and then Leongola on the left, actually, sorry. Something along them lines, right? So we're just going to go through the lineup that I would like to see against Bradford City. There's not much more we can do, you know? So we've got Gabby Ottugbayo starting here. Now, people are calling for Liam Cooper to go straight into the starting 11, and I agree. But let me just throw this point out there. Sils-Finkles, left-footed centre-half, right? And now let me just tell you, so is Liam Cooper. So let's lob Liam Cooper in there. Both of them are left-footed centre-halves. And I know they're professional footballers and they can use their right foot. But when they are primarily left-footed centre-halves and we want to be playing out, that is a recipe for disaster. I think it's a recipe for disaster playing out anyway, to be fair. But, you know, when we've got someone with the passing ability of Sils-Finkles, I think we need to utilise that. Anyway, moving on to right-back. Liam Palmer. Right, again, I'm an advocate for Liam Palmer. I do like the bloke. I think he's done a brilliant service for the club. I think you can't go through dozens of managers if you're a shit player and still be here 15 years later. I just don't think that's humanly possible. I get the criticism from him, and to be honest, he was really poor against Leyton Orient. There were constant overloads on his side, 2v1s constantly. It was just really poor. It was really poor defensive performance. So what I'd like to see is this Jordi Leongola come back into right back. Now, he has done it before. He has done it before at his team in Belgium. Now, I don't know particularly what the data looked like for them games, but he has done it before. So imagine, forget Liam Palmer, he shouldn't be there. Remove him. Fuck it. Forget Liam Palmer, he should not be there. Just for sake, here we go, we're just going to do this. Jordi Leongola at right back for me, personally. I think he's got the defensive quality, he's got the defensive work rate, and if it doesn't work, then we won't do it again, But we haven't, I don't know if Jan Valerie's coming back, I don't know if he's injured, I don't know if he's forcing a move. None of us know, right? So all these rumours that are going about on Twitter and stuff, we don't know what's happening. Then into the midfield. I've seen people say, obviously, Tyler Onyango got injured 14 minutes in. I've seen people play Callum Slattery in this position here. Now, I can understand it because I think Callum Slattery probably would do more than Jarvis Thornton in this position. Not that that's fucking exactly hard to do. I do like Jarvis Thornton, but I think he could benefit from a loan. But we've just not got the players in to be able to do that right now, unfortunately. But I just think if you're playing Callum Slattery a bit deeper like that, I think you're just wasting his attacking output. I think you genuinely are. So I could see Jarvis Thornton or even Sean Fussier. I think Sean Fussier could play there. And I think he'd probably do a better job than Jarvis Thornton, to be fair. But, like I say, I'm not a manager, so I don't know. But yeah, Callum Slattery into the 10 position, keep him there because I think he had a very good game against Leyton Orient. Harry Gray on the right, and I'd bring in Louis Barry on the left as well. Obviously, with Leongola being dropped back to right back, I'd play Louis Barry at left wing or the left side of the 10. And then Jamal Lowe up top, who scored 2 goals in 2 games for us. So that's a lineup that I think we're going to go for, and what I'd go for going into the next game. This is Bradford City's lineup in the last game, and it's a pretty strong one. They do actually play in a 3-4-2-1, or at least they did in this game. Matthew Pennington, Baldwin and Gillespie, three of the most Brexit, League One centre-halves you can think of. All of them absolute giants, mate. I think Pennington's probably the smallest. I think he's 6'1". Anthony Sarcevic in midfield, been doing it for a number of years at this level. Really good player. Caden Jackson had a great season with Ipswich a few years ago. Jake Beasley, again, decent striker for the level. They've got Josh Neufeld as well. I think his name is it Josh Neufeld? Yeah, Josh Neufeld on the right-hand side. So it's a good team, and it's going to be a real test to see where we're at. And I think that's the one thing. It's not going to be the end of the world if we lose. I don't think. I think people will get the heads into get the knickers into a twist if we lose that, and I can totally understand it, but I don't think it's that much of a needed overreaction. So we'll just take a look at Bradford now. We will go back onto Wednesday shortly, but I just want to talk about Bradford for a minute. They absolutely dominated Peterborough, and there's no surprise there either. I made a video on it the other day. Peterborough, what the fuck? Their average age of the team was like 22. 8 of the 11 are under 24, and it's just not sustainable. Now, if we just go on to Bradford's team quickly, again, line up, here we are in this game, and I put it on age. Look at this, look at the difference, look at the experience that Bradford's got in this division. Look at it, right? And then look at Peterborough, and there's only so long Peterborough can go on like that, but that's for a different video. Bradford's got proven players in the lower leagues. They've got players that have played the majority of their careers in the lower leagues or above, and that's really important when you go into grounds like Hillsborough. It's really important when you go into grounds like fucking the King Power and stuff, when it can get quite rowdy, and they've proven it before when they got wins last season. Now, one thing I do want to talk about as well is in terms of how both teams will probably play in that game. So I just want to go on to Bradford quickly. So last season they averaged about 50% possession as a whole. So let's just take a look. They've averaged I think they've averaged 52% this season, but obviously we're only 2 games in, including the cup game. So yeah, average possession, they were 12, so they were smack bang in the middle, 50.3% possession. We was obviously significantly lower in League One because we just didn't have the ball at all. In the Championship, because we just didn't have the ball at all. But obviously we're going to be trying to become a bit more of a possession-based side, someone that tries to not dominate possession, but someone that tries to hold on to it a bit more. And we did do against Leyton Orient, to be fair. One thing I do want to point out with Bradford, though, is their level of away wins. All away, 7 games away all last season. They had a poor away record, and the reason why they ended up getting into the playoffs eventually was because of the home record. It was like a fortress at Valley Parade. So I think we really need to make the most of our opportunity at Hillsborough tomorrow. Fucking hell, not tomorrow. Thursday. We need to make the most of it. I think we have got a good opportunity to lay down markers, because I think Bradford will be there or thereabouts next season. I have a lot of respect for him. I've got a lot of respect for Graham Alexander. He's a great manager at the level. They've got some really, really good players for the level as well. So I think it'll be an interesting game. I think tactically it'll be an interesting game to see whereabouts Henrik's at with the starting 11. See whereabouts he's at tactically as well when he's coming up against some of the better managers in the division. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Wednesday win, and I'm going to go for Louis Barry will getting his first goal in blue and white, and also Harry Gray getting his first goal in blue and white as well. Let me know in the comments below what type of videos you want to see this coming week, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.